say it before it came out, and I was like, I didn't know that.
28 million on the initial audition when you came out, and just did you, while you were performing that first time, did you ever like lock eyes with Simon? Did you see his reaction to your performance?
I thought he was going to say no.
Because he didn't really say a whole lot. He just sat there and looked. But if you really looked and then heard you singing and performing, you could just see he was like, wow, this girl's absolutely amazing. And I know he did that, you know, that Simon pause, you know, they do that on reality TV where it's like he sat there and he's like waiting. He's like waiting. And then he's like, that was amazing. And then he told you, it was like one of those things. I mean, that whole time, that space, it just seemed like an eternity waiting to hear what Simon was going to say about your performance.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think, you know, everyone sort of lies when they say, you know, I don't really mind what he has to say. But everyone cares about what Simon Cowell has to say. That's what really counts, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that any of the judges don't matter, they do. But Simon especially, and he's my boss now, so I've got to be nice about him.
Hey, lay it out for us, because in the United States, you know, we're going 10 years now. The show American Idol that, you know, introduced us to Simon Cowell, that was the big dog, and now Simon is back with the X Factor. How are things in England? I mean, because you do have like a British Idol too, right? Do you not? Is there a British Idol show, or is it only the X Factor? Is that really the big one?
It's just X Factor, yeah. Oh, and we've just done The Voice as well in the UK, which was very good.
Okay, so you've got two, because we have like 20 singing shows on American television.
I love that. It gives everyone an opportunity, doesn't it? So if you don't get through on one of them, just try the other one.
All right, does anybody have any questions for Cher? Anything that you would like to know? I'll come down and I'll start here, front row, work my way back. Yeah, what's your question?
What is your favorite music video that you've recorded and why?
Probably the latest one, To Want You Back. We did a UK version. I liked it. It was really good. But then we did the US version. See, the thing is, whenever I'm in the US, I seem to do things better. I think it's just because I get a kick up the butt, and you know, it strikes me that the US is such a bigger field to play in, and that I really need to get a move on and try and, you know, to start.
What was the biggest change for you, like coming to the United States? I mean, had you been to the United States before?
Yeah,
how was it different the second time?
I came over just to record, and you know, producers didn't know who I was, and nobody knew who I was. And then I just recorded my first album for the UK, and then this time around, I think I came here about a week and a half ago, and now it's crazy. I think it's the internet that's done it. I really do. Yeah. I think if we didn't have the internet, then I don't think I'd be doing as well.
Is there anything that you found here in the United States that you love that you cannot get in England? Is there anything you're going, oh, I love here, like a certain coffee, a drink,
we went to a donut place. What was it called? Tim Hortons. That place. Amazing. We don't have anything like that back home.
All right, we had another question here in the front. Yes.
So when you were on the X Factor and you were with Cher and you couldn't sing because you were sick, how did you feel? And how did you feel when you actually made it?
I don't know how I made it because I didn't really sing. I think I'm not going to say that.
Does Simon listen to all these like interviews and go through and like correct?
No, he calls me trouble because he just knows that I don't listen to any rules. Because if there were rules, I'd probably break them anyway. You know, I'm young. I think we should all break the rules within reason. Don't push it too far.
What's your question?
Can you rap for us?
Are you having a laugh? Are you putting me on the spot? It's hard enough being up here as it is, love.
You're doing awesome. You're awesome.
Thank you.
I have a question back here in the back. I won't make you rap yet. Yes, you have a question?
What's your favorite city in the U.S. so far?
Oh, I don't really know. I went to New York and that was too busy. I don't do too well when there's like, you're walking down the street and you're getting knocked over because there's so many people.
How big is your hometown?
My hometown?
Yeah,
it's about the size of like a car park here. It's so small.
Okay. Yeah, what is your question?
How nervous was it for you when you did the first live audition? Because I auditioned for X Factor, and waiting on a callback. But how nervous are you right before you go on stage for the first time?
Ooh, right before I go on stage, I'm literally having a panic attack. It's that bad. But then as soon as I get on, I'm like, yeah. I'm going to be honest, I am. It's like I've changed completely.
Do you have a pre-show ritual? Is there something that you do to get yourself mentally squared away? What's it like right before you go on stage?
I have a cup of tea. I do. I have a nice cup of tea. And I have a little walk around.
Okay. Right before you go on stage, do you do anything go anything like there's a lot?
Yeah, but I do it like by myself. I don't want anyone to see me
so
do it.
you go hide. Will you show us just like briefly? Like what do you?
Like I do like that all the time. It's to loosen up your lips a little bit. Yeah.
That's a handy little tip. Anybody else have any other questions for Cher? Yes.
For someone who's like just singing, like undiscovered, do you have any advice for them?
Advice, yeah. My advice, oh dear. See, this is the thing, because I've been thinking about this a lot with like the X Factor over here with the new judges and that. And I don't feel like I'm old enough yet, or I don't know enough to give you advice.
Okay.
I feel like I haven't been through enough yet.
Good advice. Good advice.
Yeah, I just think, do what you want to do, and that's what I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
One last question here. What's your question?
What was it like working with Mike Posner?
Mike Posner, he is funny. Like, he's seriously funny. He came in, I thought there was something up with him. Like, I thought, I don't know, I don't want to say it.
I know what you meant. I know exactly
Yeah?
what you meant.
And he's just so laid back, chilled out, and really cool to work with. We did a really good song, but no one's heard it yet.
I love it. That's how I actually discovered you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the one with Mike Posner, With Your Love, yeah. Did you
Yeah.
see it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
See
it.
the power of the internet.
Isn't he like a genius? Didn't he go to Duke or something like that? I think the
Yeah,
guy's
yeah,
like
like a
super
CPA.
smart on top of everything else he's got going
He's
on.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, big round of applause for Cher Lloyd. And make sure you go on to YouTube, download her brand new song, and make sure you listen for it on Wild 95.5. Thank you guys so much for coming out, okay?
Thanks.
Hang tight, we're going to be doing, I believe, some photos.